Alright, let's dive into Sleeping Beauty, the ultimate story of a girl who's so done with the world that she naps her way through an entire kingdom's drama. This is the kind of story that makes you question everything: parenting, curses, and why spinning wheels were such a big deal back then. First, let's meet Aurora. She's born into royalty, and her parents throw this massive party to celebrate. Everyone's invited, except Maleficent, the goth queen of bad vibes. And honestly, what did they think would happen when they snubbed her? She crashes the party like a pro, rolls in uninvited, and drops the most savage curse in fairy tale history. When this baby turns 16, she's gonna prick her finger on a spinning wheel and die. That's right, die. Not stub her toe, not get grounded, straight up doom. Can you imagine the room going dead silent? Awkward. Then one of the good fairies tries to fix it. She's like, okay, she won't die, but she'll sleep forever until true love's kiss wakes her up. Not sure if that's better, but sure, let's roll with it. Meanwhile, the king and queen freak out and burn every spinning wheel in the kingdom. But let's be real, have you ever tried banning something from teenagers? They always find a way. Fast forward 16 years, and Aurora is living in the forest with 3 fairy godmothers pretending to be her aunts. They're undercover to keep her safe, but let's face it, they are terrible at blending in. They can't even bake a cake without turning it into a chaotic spell explosion. Meanwhile, Aurora grows up thinking she's just a regular girl, which makes zero sense because have you seen her? She's Disney royalty. That hair, that singing voice, that woodland animal squad? Totally screams, I'm a princess. Then Aurora meets Prince Philip in the woods. They sing, they dance, they fall in love in like 5 minutes because, apparently, that's how relationships worked in medieval times. No one even asks for last names. You're hot, you can harmonize, let's get married. But back at the cottage, Aurora finds out she's actually a princess. Before she can even process this life-changing news, she's whisked away to the castle, where Maleficent's curse is waiting like, hey, remember me? She gets lured into a creepy tower with a spinning wheel and, surprise, pricks her finger. Down she goes into a magical coma. The fairies panic and decide to put the entire kingdom to sleep because, apparently, no one gets to move on with their lives while Aurora naps. Seems a bit extreme, but okay. Meanwhile, Prince Philip gets kidnapped by Maleficent because, of course, she's got a villain lair stocked with chains, dungeons, and creepy goons. The fairies rescue him, arm him with a magical sword, and he goes full action hero. He fights his way through Maleficent's minions, battles her after she turns into a freaking dragon, iconic, by the way, and finally defeats her with one epic sword throw. Game over, Maleficent. Philip rushes to the castle, finds Aurora, and plants the kiss. She wakes up, the kingdom wakes up, and it's happily ever after. Except, hold up, did no one think to wake her up before putting everyone else to sleep? And why does no one question this random guy kissing a comatose girl? Medieval ethics, man. Now, let's get into the real questions. Who decided spinning wheels were the ultimate death trap? What were they spinning, danger? Why didn't the king and queen just keep Aurora away from needles altogether? Like, no sewing for life? And how does Philip know Aurora's his true love after one forest dance? Was it the deer choreography that sealed the deal? Sleeping Beauty is the ultimate tale of naps, curses, and over-the-top villains. It's beautiful, it's dramatic, and it's a little weird when you think about it. But hey, if you're into magical sword fights and the idea of true love conquering all, in record time, this one's a classic for a reason. Just, maybe keep your distance from spinning wheels. Cyclone.